Hello everyone, my name is Dylan and welcome to a brand new video. If you are new here, hi there. I post fun and entertaining English lessons every single Friday. So, in today's video, I'm going to be helping you to improve your British English listening, pronunciation and reading abilities. A 3-in-1. How exciting, how exciting. So, how on earth am I going to do this? Well, today I'm going to be reading you another brilliant short story that I have found online. So once again, I have found this story on Reddit, and once again, the link will be in the bio. Today's story is a light-hearted one. If something is light-hearted, it means that it is amusing or cheerful. And it's all about someone who has a rather unsettling or worrying experience whilst watching their favourite TV show. It's a good one, I promise, and this is the person watching their favourite show. Now, if I'm honest, this story is quite easy to follow, but just in case there are any parts that you don't understand, I will also be providing you with a quick summary at the end of the video. Finally, if you would like to listen on the go, why not follow my Spotify? It's British Education and the link will be in the top comment. I post weekly videos there as well. Right guys, let's do this. Very quickly before we get started, I also teach private one-to-one lessons online. So if you wish to improve your British English listening, speaking, accent or vocabulary in a fun and interactive way, then you can do so with my personal support. I also teach group classes as well, and we actually have a couple of those this Sunday. All of the information is available on my website. The link is in the top comment. Cheers. Rewatch. A show you really love has just released a new season. You learn from a message your friend has just sent, and you immediately want to check it out. You do a quick search on your laptop and realize the entire show, including the new season, is only available on one particular streaming service. You're a little annoyed, but you get it. They need to make their money, you understand, and navigate to the streaming service's sign-up page. Whoever made the show probably made some sort of exclusive content rights corporate deal with this streaming service, and now they're making everyone sign up if they want to watch the show. You click on sign up and type in your email address. You already have an account, the website says. Did you forget your password? You think about how you don't remember ever visiting this website, but in this day and age, we all go on so many websites on a daily basis without even realizing. You've probably just forgotten. You click log in, you type in your email address again, this time to log in rather than to sign up, and when you get to the place to put your password, you realize you've forgotten it. Just a second ago, you didn't even remember you had an account. So how could you remember the password? You click, I think I've forgotten my password. You think about how websites these days are written as if they're trying to be relatable and human and speak in the first person. It's strange but also comforting in a weird way. The website tells you to check your email. Okay, don't panic, we've just sent you a rescue email. Phew. You open a new tab and log into your email effortlessly. But, of course, you'd never forget the password to your email. It's something you're always going to remember. What would happen if you actually forgot this password, though? You open your email inbox, find the email from the streaming service, and click the link within. It opens another new tab where the streaming service is now telling you to make a new password. You choose a password, your usual one, and the website doesn't like it. Whoa there, it seems you've already used this password before. Damn it, you think. So that was my password before I hit the, I've forgotten my password thing and reset my password. You feel frustrated. All you want to do is watch this show and now it seems like your account for this streaming service is stuck in some sort of limbo where you can't log in and you can't sign up. There's only one way forward. You try another password. You look at the cup of warm, steaming oolong tea in front of you and try punching in oolong1 as a password. The website doesn't like that either, and instead demands that the new password follow a set of specific rules. Your password must be of at least 12 characters in length and have at least one uppercase letter, at least one lowercase letter, one special character, and at least 3 numbers. You're taken aback. Since when did the rules for passwords become so strict? When you were younger, you could get away with just having password as a password, and it would be all good. You think for a moment, then you come up with a new password. Oolong, oolong. You've replaced the O's with zeros, you've made the G at the end of the word uppercase, and you've repeated the whole thing twice. You sit back and look at it. Now, that's a nicely crafted password, you think. You submit it into the website. To your delight, the streaming service accepts your new password. You feel excitement fill you as your account loads up and you see, right there on the homepage, a promotional banner for the very show you're trying to watch. New season available now, the banner says. You click on it immediately. You sit back as the page buffers, and you expect the first episode of the new season to begin playing. Strangely, though, it doesn't begin playing from the first episode, and instead, for some reason, begins playing somewhere near the end of the last episode of the season. That's weird, you think, clicking the menu icon and selecting the first episode. You suppose you must have clicked something by accident and caused the last episode to play. You shrug and begin watching as the first episode begins playing. You watch the episode, getting about halfway through the 55 minutes before unplugging the charger out from your laptop and moving yourself to your bed to watch the rest. You get to the end of the first episode and immediately carry on to the next episode. Halfway through the second episode is when you realise you're out of oolong tea and pause the show to go and make yourself another pot. As the third episode starts, you feel like you should make some popcorn. You lay on the bed and watch, enjoying yourself with this show that you've been waiting so long to watch. But then, as the third episode comes to a close, you have a strange thought. Have I already seen this? The feeling first arrived back when you had been watching the first episode of this new season, you felt like, as you'd been sipping on your oolong tea, you had seen one of the scenes before. Then, during the second episode, you felt like you had heard one of the lines of dialogue before. And, in the third episode, you had been munching on some caramel popcorn when you made a prediction to yourself about what was going to happen next. And it had come true. The credits roll at the end of the third episode, and you continue to the fourth with a strange, numb feeling of déjà vu. You put on the fourth episode, hoping that all the weird feelings you're having are all perhaps to do with the familiarity of the previous seasons, which you know for a fact you have definitely seen. Yes, that must be it. Right? It's the same show with mostly the same characters and the same storylines, so of course there's going to be some familiarity. Right? Yes, that must be it. Of course that must be it. You couldn't have already watched this season because it only just came out. Well, about a week ago. But you'd only heard about it when your friend messaged you earlier. The fourth episode begins and you settle in, excited for what's going to happen next. Then you see something that makes your stomach drop. You see a character appear on screen that you know is dead. He died, you think. He died in the last season, didn't he? You think hard. Wait, when did he actually die? You decide you should probably look it up. You pause the show and pull out your phone. You open the browser app and begin typing into the search bar the name of the character followed by dies. But before you even finish typing, you discover something. I've already made this search before. There it is, right in front of you. The search engine's autocomplete is telling you that you have already searched for this exact thing. This is very bizarre, you think. You go ahead and make the search anyway. You figure it's the only way to get some answers. It comes up with an entire page of results from which you go to the first one and begin reading. Everything seems oddly familiar. You read and find out that this particular character you're searching around for actually dies towards the end of this season you're currently still watching. How can that be? How could you have known he was going to die? Is it the oolong tea? Is it giving you mystical prognostic powers? You lay back and think. You have already done all of this. Like some sort of warped time travel movie, all this has already happened and now you're reliving it. You think about all the evidence. Okay, I already had an account for this streaming service. The last episode began playing instead of the first. Everything felt familiar as I watched, and now I've already made this search before. It seems clear that you have already done all of this. But why can't you remember? There's only one way to find out, you realise. I have to watch the entire season again and make it through to the end. You sit back up on your bed and resume watching. You see that there are a total of 10 episodes in this season, and you're currently still on episode 4. Each episode is just under an hour long. It's going to be a long night, you think to yourself, as the 4th episode ends and it autoplays to the next episode. The 5th episode gets a little more interesting, and certain plot lines are getting a little more twisted. For a moment, you forget all about the bizarre occurrences you've been experiencing and actually lose yourself in this show you've loved for so long. Some parts are funny. You laugh. The 5th episode ends on a cliffhanger, and you watch the 6th episode laying down with your head on your pillow and watching from a sideways angle. You watch as the story gets thicker and thicker. A little into the 6th episode is when your laptop alerts you that the battery is low, and you get up to plug the charger in. You grab the cable to bring it to your bed, but you realise it's too short, and you're going to have to watch the rest of this at your desk. It's times like these that you wish you had a smart TV, so you could watch laying down on a sofa of some sort with no battery-related issues. You sit at your desk and continue watching. You finally make it to the final episode of the season. You're tired and your back hurts from sitting for so long, but you have been determined to get to the end of this season and solve the mystery of why you can't remember watching this show. You see your phone sitting on your desk next to you and realise you still haven't responded to your friend, the text that drove you to begin watching this show in the first place. You pick up your phone and text them back. I've been watching. It's a really good season. The 10th and final episode ends. You look at the time. It's almost 3 a.m. and you've finally done it. The episode finishes spectacularly, and you're amazed at the journey this whole season took. The twists and turns, the plot development, the unexpected death of certain characters and introduction of new ones. It's all been so fantastic. You kind of wish you could go back and see it all again. As the last scene ends and the credits begin rolling, an alert suddenly appears. Would you like to re-experience this season again? The alert says in bold letters. The smaller text underneath clarifies. Have you ever felt like you've watched something so amazing that you wish you could erase it from your memory and go back and watch it again? Now you can. With our new Rewatch feature, forget you've ever watched this season and come back to experience it again. Try it now. You're baffled. Is this somehow related to all the strangeness going on? You see there's a small icon of a question mark in the corner of the alert that's labelled, "How does it work?" You click on it and a new browser tab opens with a whole page of FAQs and information. You read the main paragraph at the beginning of the page. With our latest technology in ultra anti-electromagnetic wavelengths, the Rewatch feature allows you to forget anything you want to forget with just a flash of special light. In scientific terms, they're called Volo-Oblovici waves, but you don't need to worry about all that. Also, we're definitely not doing this to make viewers forget things, just so that they can come back to our platform again and bump up the numbers of views, giving us more leverage on the market share. That would be absurd. You're interrupted by a ping. Your friend has replied. What are you talking about? They say. You're the one who told me to watch it in the first place. You scroll up on the conversation. You go past the recent few messages and see a text you sent to your friend about a week ago. It reads, "You have to watch the new season. It's so amazing." It all makes sense. You must have done all of this before and then used the Rewatch feature to forget it all ever happened. You close everything and go back to the tab where the show is paused, with the alert still showing, asking you whether you'd like to try out the Rewatch feature, even though it seems like you already have. You think, would you like to watch this whole season again? It was a good time, but then you'll end up going through this whole journey of confusion and mystery all over again. Maybe that's just part of the fun though, right? You click on the "Yes please" option on the alert. As you do, another alert pops up saying, "Alright, now in order for this to work, you need to concentrate specifically on what you need to forget, i.e. this season you just watched. Try not to think of anything else and keep your eyes open. Are you ready?" Another text message pings on your phone, but you're too focused on thinking about the 10 episodes you just sat binge watching all day. You concentrate. A countdown appears on the screen from 3 down to 1, then a sudden flash of the extremely bright light. You've never seen light this bright coming out of your laptop screen before. You weren't even aware that your screen was capable of producing light this bright. You feel like you're looking at an exploding star. A supernova of energy and light fills the room as your eyeballs feel like they've been taken to the ends of the universe and back. You feel a little dizzy and then it's over. You look at the screen, which has now reverted back to the home page of the streaming service. You sit and wonder why you have this open. You close the tab and check your phone. There's a text from one of your friends. You open it and give it a read, but you aren't really sure what it means. Wait, you didn't try that Rewatch feature again, did you? How many times are you going to do that? The end. Right guys, I hope you enjoyed that story. As mentioned, I will now be providing you with a quick summary. So we have an unnamed person who is just chilling one day, drinking some oolong tea, when one of their friends randomly texts them to tell them that their favourite show has just released a new series or a new season. So feeling excited, the person instantly goes to the streaming service to watch it. But upon trying to sign up, the website says that they already have an account, much to the person's confusion. They don't remember ever having signed up. They finally manage to log in and start watching the 10-episode series. However, after the 4th episode, they start having a weird feeling of deja vu. And deja vu is, well, it's the feeling you get when you feel as if you have already experienced something that is actually happening for the first time. I used to get this a lot. I don't really like it, to be fair. It's pretty disorienting. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of deja vu. Anyway, I used to get this a lot. I don't really like it, to be fair. It's pretty disorienting. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of deja vu. Anyway, certain lines of dialogue, scenes, and characters all seem familiar. They were even able to predict what was going to happen next, as if they had seen it all before. I wonder why. But this must be impossible, right? I mean, they only just found out about the new series when their friend texted them. Right? Anyway, after 10 hours, 2 pots of oolong tea, and a bag of caramel popcorn, they finally finished the series. And it was amazing. In fact, they wish they could watch it all again. Coincidentally, it was at that moment that they get a message from the streaming service telling them about their new Rewatch feature that pretty much erases your memory and lets you experience it again for the first time. So I don't know if you've seen the film Men in Black, but it's the same concept. They show you this very bright light, and it not only completely obliterates your retinas, but it also erases your memory. So, you know, a 2-in-1, a double whammy. And yeah, this is when the person realizes that, yeah, they have done all of this before. They have actually seen this season before. They just used the rewatch feature, so they couldn't remember. And yeah, they decide to do it all again as well. Great. And this does beg the question, when are they going to stop doing this? When are they going to stop doing this rewatch feature? Or is this just their existence from now on? You know, oolong tea, popcorn, and watching the same show all over again. Who knows? And yeah, water for some reason. Cheers. Right, guys, and there we have it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, why not consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and maybe even commenting down below. It all makes a massive difference. As mentioned, I do also teach private one-to-one classes as well as group classes, and we have a couple of those this Sunday. All the information is available on my website. The link is in the top comment, and there should be a little pop-up on the screen somewhere as well. If you would like to stay in touch, I would recommend following my Instagram, which is BritishEducation_, or my Spotify, where all of my videos are posted and you can listen on the go. The Spotify is just British Education. All of the links will be in the top comment. I wanted to say a massive thank you to the author of today's story. I personally really enjoyed it, and I'm sure you guys did as well. The link, once again, is in the top comment if you'd like to read it for yourself. As mentioned, I post new videos every single Friday, so hopefully I will see you guys there. Cheers. Noise.